pretty clean, other than the fact that I think I left my colon on the floor. My New Year's resolution is to remain exactly the same this year, because I'm already fucking perfect. But I'm not. And nobody is. And that's the cool thing about New Year, is that while it's stupid just to think that making one small change, like, oh, I'm going to get in shape this year, is going to make that big a difference in your life. I've been looking up this thing. I kind of fell down this rabbit hole of this guy named Nietzsche, who I vaguely remember hearing about in college, and his whole idea of what it means to be like a Superman. And barring any like questionable stuff that he throws in there, it's actually a pretty cool system. He was like the original Liver King, but not as much of a giant, huge douche, if that makes sense. Like, he had this set of rules. And I think what I want to do, kind of create a series here, because I've created a bunch of series that never really panned out. But this year is going to be different because it's 2023 and it's my year. Just kidding. But the idea, right, is going to be that I want to kind of go through these things. And I want to figure out what it means to actually be like the most perfect imperfect person. Because, newsflash, you can't do it. You can't be perfect. And that was his message the whole time. But the idea, quick synopsis, is that you want to be the best person you can for the sake of society, so that in the future, people will be even better than you. Because if you leave shit, people are just going to be shitty after that. But if you're a good person, people will hopefully be better than you in the future. So that's the idea, anyway, behind this whole thing. And I realize I bug-eyed that one like crazy, but that's, without looking too insane, that's the idea, is you want to kind of be the best version of a human that you can. So I want to break these things down. There's like 10 basic rules, and I want to kind of take some time this year, and I want to go through each of them. So this is going to be the first one. I'm going to throw in some workout footage while we talk about number one, which should be pretty straightforward for all of you absolute freaks out there. And that's simply just to form your own opinions on things. So the idea behind going your own way and being your own person and forming your own opinions is nothing new to the real freaks of nature out there. Most of us are pretty good at avoiding cookie cutter behavior when we can. But what this guy Nietzsche said was not that you should just do the opposite of what everybody does, but that you should take into account all the things that people do. Listen to everybody, the freaks and the cookie cutters, the big Lennies and the Brads. And only after you listen to everyone can you form your own opinion. So, don't form an opinion until you've heard everyone out. Because this way you know your opinion is yours, and not just the opinion of the majority. Avoid that herd mentality by listening to everyone in the herd, and the shepherd, and the dogs, and the wolves. Because only then do you really understand what's going on. So, like, the biggest thing to stress is not that you should just necessarily form your own opinion, like, oh, well, that's stupid. But instead, listen to everyone. Don't write somebody off just because they're a cookie cutter, but find out why they're doing the cookie cutter shit they do. Because, you know, some things are cookie cutter that people do just to fit in. But some cookie cutter things, like, I don't know, drinking lots of water, which all these cookie cutters with their fucking jugs, it's like, drink me now, oh, and 7 p.m., drink some more, oh, 9 p.m., drink a little bit more, you can do it. Yeah, that's stupid, but there's a reason they're drinking all that water. So, like, some things aren't as stupid as they may seem. Some things are stupider than you may actually think they are. And the idea is to hear everybody out, hear what they have to say, and then make your own opinion after that. Because it makes your opinion a lot more valid. So my goal, for at least the next week or so, is to take a look at what that means in terms of not only workout advice, hear everybody out, but also in terms of life in general. Get the information from those people that I think are stupid. Because maybe they're not as stupid as I think they are. Or maybe they're stupider. And also, I have to report back to you guys with what I find to see if maybe some of the stuff really does work. I'm also going to be working on my physical fitness because obviously that's why everybody watches. I'm going to splice in after this positive message some footage from leg day earlier today so you can watch me die under 295 pounds. Now watch me die under 295. May have fractured my shin. Legs hurt. If I can get one, that'd be good. This one's for all those half reppers and treadmill cardio video doers. All the way down. All the way up. Challenge everybody this week. Go out there and just be open-minded to things. It doesn't mean do what everybody else is doing. It just means figure out why it is you're doing it. I'll be checking it again next week with the next step or tenet or whatever it is of being the Nietzsche Superman kind of thing. But until then, stay freaky, keep lifting, and remember, I got nothing. I had to come out with a better intro than that. I'll just give it a Jersey goodbye.